This video will show you how to assemble the gearbox. I've done a little bit of pre-assembly. First thing you'll notice is that I've put the screws in for the stepper motors. You may find you want to slightly drill out or extend these screws so that you can adjust the distance between the motor gear and the hour or minute gear to suit your particular needs. You'll also notice that the bushings are mounted so that the flanges are on the inside of the gearbox. Okay, not the outside. Okay, let's get started. So the first thing we want to do, we've got our two sides for the gearbox, and you'll notice it says front and rear. So the front has the receptacles for the pan heads of the screws, and the rear just has flat receptacles. So I'm going to put that, this is kind of like towards the top, towards the ceiling, and then we're going to put our our gear like that. Our minute gear like this. Okay, so the sides are put together now. So this part is going to face towards the back of the clock face. I'll attach them with some screws. Now we've got these cylinders, and I've got some that are whole cylinders, other ones that are partial, and those are so that you can clear the back of the stepper motor if necessary. You'll probably want to do some testing before you finalize things, but you may find at the end you want to put a little bit of thread lock on those screws and possibly on the backs of the nuts of the motor mounts, just to make sure things don't vibrate over time. So now the gear motors go on, or the motor gears go on. You'll probably want to use some kind of glue. I used epoxy on mine. You may want to use hot glue so you can remove it if you have to. And then you'll put in your, this is the hour gear, so that will be this guy here. I've made the shaft a lot longer than you'll probably need. You can just trim it in Tinkercad or some program like that for your length for your application. And then we have the gear retention plate that goes over like that. And this is where you will put your Hall effect sensor pointing downwards so that it can meet and detect the magnet that is in the little slot, glued into the slot there as the gear rotates to indicate 12. And on the back, we'll put our minute gear in similarly. And then I have my shaft I use for the minute hand, and we put it through both of them. And then this plate will go over similarly, and you can see that there's a slot for the magnet for the minute gear. And you may have to cut out a slot here to receive your wires for your Hall effect sensor. And then once you're done, you just kind of want to slide things such that you've got as close to perpendicular for the two shafts as possible, so that they will rotate as straight as possible for your clock. Thank you.